got to invite our guest. And be 2 secs. 2 secs. Let's see here. Party. Right. We're doing this. We're doing this. Got Dane on this bitch today. One sec. 5699. There we go. Guest has been invited. We are waiting, and then we're gonna do some audio tests. It's always awkward as fuck doing this. Hey, what's up, Dane? What's up, dude?
Hello, how's it going?
Hey, what's up, brother, man? Thank you so much for jumping in this bitch on last notice.
Of course, man. I've watched them a few times. I've always wanted to be on them, so I thought it'd be pretty cool.
That's dope. Let me just check the audio. Yeah, I can hear. All right, dope. I can hear you. Let me put this bitch in the chat. See, we got some Q&A in here.
Nice.
Yeah, dude, I've seen you. I've seen you on the radio. I don't think. I mean, I know you play the server and shit. Like, I've seen your name on the radio, but
Yeah, I've obviously my type like it's harder like to get on it as often. Just just with getting older, but um, nah, I try and play the server as much as I can. Um, but yeah, I probably have been on the radio because I've been hearing folk on it, and I was trying to get. It's so hard because going from other servers that use things like
I
what was
like
it called?
Zilla.
What was that app called? Zello. Yeah, it's like so
Yeah.
easy to get started with that. But I like how it's a bit more hardcore in the server where you have to
All
use your
right.
radios.
Oh no, I'm not saying anything against you, man. Like everybody's got lives, and like I mean, nobody plays as much as they want to. Plus, it's a big map too. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, like you can have your whole. You could be on every day and have your own thing going on and never meet somebody else.
Oh,
You know.
absolutely. That was like the first couple of days in the server was like, what the hell did I do? I just like was walking around just doing my own thing, and like I just happily like was like by chance spawned in the right place and found the right kind of thing. So I've managed to actually get the RP out the server kind of thing.
Oh shit, yeah. Were you coming in on the round three?
Yeah, that was I played in the server before because I remember you probably don't remember, but I ran into you and it was the oh god it was months ago. I don't know what we called the server at the time, but it was just when it was like an open regular RP kind of thing, and they had like the story
Yeah.
sort of driven on. But I ran in with you and two other guys. There's a guy that played like a teddy bear in
Okay.
that
Yeah.
server.
Yeah. Okay. That sounds
That was
familiar.
I was that Russian guy that just like showed up and managed to like
Oh, I remember you, dude. Yeah.
yeah
Because we were like using your character to read the map or
yeah
something or read something. Yeah. You were like in the middle of nowhere, like in the west, south of Middle Earth, in the woods.
yeah
Yeah.
because I was hunting a bear.
Yeah,
It's
that was
like
it. Yeah. Yeah, wow. Yeah, that was I think they just called it SOS.
I think it was just SOS. I played that for a little while, and then took like a massive break off of it and came back for round three because I'd seen the updates over and over again, but just never decided to put an application forward.
No, I feel you. Are you happy that you have? I mean, has it felt different, like the
Oh yeah,
experience? Yeah.
I said it. I sort of thought it on the first couple of days was like it's been a long time since I've actually been quite felt uneasy while playing DayZ, like the fog and like the idea of like if I get knocked out, I've only got an hour left in the server as a regular person. I need to play as a zombie for
Mm.
the rest of it. That was like, okay, this is quite exciting in that way.
Yeah, it is. It really adds a layer of paranoia that's already there, but it really adds, makes you value your life too more, you know?
Much more than other servers. Like
Yeah.
you're more connected to your character in that way.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. No, you definitely are. You're more like invested.
Yeah,
Yeah. And other people too, because it's like, man, if I like kill this dude, like, I just
it's gonna
ruin.
it's gonna be not playing for 30 days.
Right.
Like, oh shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, man, I might actually ruin this dude's life.
Sitting there thinking as if it's like if it's me, fuck me, I'm gonna have nothing to do for a couple of months. Like,
Right. Yeah, I remember seeing your character on radio a little bit, and then I imagine
I
he's probably made his way with interacted with some people by now, right?
well, it's funny because you were there, your character, which is I think your character's hilarious. When I first seen it, I was like, oh my god. Um, because I don't know when we first played and it was SOS, it was like I loved this serious kind of character that was playing, and you've got a really distinctive voice as well. I think voice is a massive thing in any
Mm.
RP server. Is like can really change your character and like up at so many different levels. But this new one you're playing is just hilarious. It's just so like weird. When I'd heard it the first time, I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Ah, thanks, dude. No, thank you so much. That's cool, man. That warms the cockles, the heart, whatever. Appreciate that.
But I came into the castle and you didn't you weren't really there. It was you were speaking to other people, but I came in as the like really weird, not weird, but like British guy. Like I spoke with like a really deep English accent, like a British gangster.
Mm. Yeah, because I
Um,
remember hearing you from the game, and then this is the first time I've heard you had a character, and it's
yeah.
completely different. I did never suspected you were.
So
I'm pretty dumb. I'm gonna say Irish.
it was it was fun. I play so the thing with my character right now is it was originally and the story I was originally going with was this character called John French, and he was gonna just be like an odd man, an odd British man. That was the whole idea of it, and like being in like jail and stuff. But the more I was doing that voice, where I was really like straining it just to try and get like the point forward, I was like, this is not good for me. So I sort of rewrote his lore a little bit, well, a
Yeah.
lot, and and now I get to use just an American accent. I just use like a regular Midwestern American accent for the idea of the character for being like the old the old John French was an alias, and this is my real person. I was covering up my sort of identity, sort of thing.
Nah, dude, it totally worked. I did not expect. There's a lot of good people like that, man. Like Nums, he's one of them. Where
Mm.
you hear him in game, and then you hear him out of character, and you're like, what?
Oh yeah, for like everyone that I've interacted with so far, I wouldn't be able to know if their accent was different than the one they're putting on. That just goes for everyone. It's so like I think everyone does it. If they are doing it, it's really convincing, and if they aren't, then you know.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of good people with accents that are coming out. Like I said, yeah, man, there was so many people at the castle, but I remember distinctively hearing you on radio when some shit was going down, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta turn this off. But yeah, dude, it's so fun to just role play with like people, because I mean, like you said with me and you, we had like a brief interaction before, but we've never really like. It feels like a mix-up, doesn't it? Like you
Do you
getting
mean?
like you getting these fresh faces, like everybody's kind of like a fresh face. Like even
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
yeah. It's
Yeah, I mean,
like,
there's people on the server that I've played with before, like people like Pro Gamer and Senecan and stuff like that. I've played with them before, so you have that sort of expectation. But when you're going into something like this, it's like everyone's going to be so different, and you don't know how to take people. Sometimes you don't know, like, I think when you play with someone long enough, you can tell like different behaviors and stuff, but you don't get that at
mm,
all when you're doing something like this, and it's so fresh and it's so new and so many different people.
right. And I think the cool thing is, man, too, is like a lot of people are just like really just role playing, and they're just that's them, like and then they're different out of character, which is great. Because
Oh
you
yeah,
don't want somebody that's actually like taking this shit to
just me.
heart.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's got to be like the downfall of most things is people taking stuff out of context and taking it like out of character. Really,
Yeah,
that's got to be the worst part about it.
yeah.
But
Like if
I've
you
not seen any of that, so I'm pretty happy.
right, like if you play this game and then go to bed mad, it's like maybe.
Oh yeah, come on. Time to take a couple hours outside or something.
It's
Like,
yeah, exactly. It's like, man, I gotta reevaluate my life here. Like, what am I doing? Like,
yeah,
this is getting to me. No, man. Where did you start off though? Like, did you have was Daisy like your first? I want to say like a first official like role play. Like, I'm gonna go pretend to
yeah.
be somebody else. Yeah.
Well, like I'd always played single player games, and I loved creating a story out of the character and immersing like into that world and and even writing stuff and making stuff up, and like I always loved that, like the role play factor of a role playing game. But as far as like actually interacting with other people, it was when I started on We That Remain. Um,
Mm.
but that was also the day I started. That was the first day I played DayZ, so that was like a big thing as well.
Oh, dude. So you got you
But
popped both cherries at the same
pretty
time.
much, pretty much.
Wow.
um, So yeah, I've only ever learned the game through RP, and I think that was really special at the start because I didn't really know what I was doing, and that actually I think leveraged a lot to the characters that I could play at that time that didn't actually know what the fuck they were doing at all.
Right, so it made sense. It was like I am not even I'm
Useless.
not even pretending to like I don't know how to reload.
My first character was a personal trainer, so it made sense that you could run for like hours and hours because the whole like stamina bar in DayZ. I was like, oh, that makes sense. Like you can run for ages. Um, and then that was it. I didn't know how like I actually genuinely didn't know how to use guns. I didn't know how to like do any like survival stuff. So I died a lot, but the
Yeah.
character didn't have like a proper death. Not till ages later.
Right. No, I get it. Yeah, I mean, everybody's gonna get their start. Is that what got you into like Daisy? Were you like
Yeah,
you found out about it through roleplay stuff or
I'd watched the videos when it was on PC before it was released on console, and I mean I loved the idea of the game. I loved the idea of a hardcore survival because you never really see it in console games. It's not as big, and I don't think it's as easily compatible with like just on a controller compared to a keyboard.
mm-hmm. It's really
Um,
the only one we have.
it is, and it's sad. Like I've always been trying to push for like I'd love to see more realistic tactical shooters, more realistic survival games, stuff like that. This was just like as soon as I knew I wanted this for ages, and then my friends kept on putting me off because they said it was so glitchy. And I was like, oh, whatever, whatever, whatever. And I eventually kind of went in and bought it as soon as I'd seen videos about the RP servers. And I was like, I didn't even think that would be a thing on PlayStation. I don't think people would
Mm-hmm.
care. So as soon as I seen that, I was like, right, purchase straight away, getting on
Right.
that.
I'm in. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, dude, that's yeah. I mean, it's sad. It seems it's such a huge audience too. It seems like consoles would be making more of these available to us.
Bucks. They'd be making absolute dollar if they kept on doing this kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, dude, because nobody else really has VoIP. Like there's like Conan servers. I got a few friends that play on yeah, Conan. and I think that'll
Rust. I think I
yeah,
had it.
Rust. But I don't think it has like actual working like VoIP. Like
No, Rust is shit.
yeah.
Rust is really bad.
And it's like, dude, like look at the numbers. You get like all these people renting the servers and like
Mm,
it's crazy. Like I don't know how this isn't blown up on console.
I know. It's still a niche market. It's the saddest thing, but I think because they're still updating the game, it's gonna eventually have another kind of blow up like it did when it first came out on PC. I think they're gonna do something to the game that's just gonna make everyone want to come and kind of and put it on the map a bit more for
That's
console players.
that's true. Hey, have you been following the updates?
Not really, not as much as I could. Like I'd seen the stuff for the most recent one that just got released like not that long ago, but I've not really kept it to date. I know they've got the idea for like a roadmap or something now, but I don't know if there's actually any details on what's on that roadmap.
Yeah, there's supposed to be like snow. Snow's coming. I don't know if that's a new
Oh,
map or just adding snow, but
I hope they do. I wouldn't mind either way. Snowy Chinars would be cool.
oh hell yeah, dude. I would love to
Again,
see like being able to customize your character. Like that just seems
oh
like
my
such a
god,
simple
yes.
thing, dude.
Such ugly character models. If they
Yeah.
just let us change beards and hairstyles, I'd be happy. Like,
Oh
that's it.
yeah. It would change it so much because you walk around and there's like everybody like you can run into three people and they all have the same model and they're just wearing
Oh
like
yeah.
masks and shit.
That's the accent of all my characters. Is every single one of them wears a mask because they're just ugly as shit. Like,
Like you don't want to see.
nah, I just don't want to look at it. I just don't want to look at it at all. Big massive helmet and a mask. That'll do me.
uh, how much time did you like so when you first found out because you had been on SOS before, but when you first found out about this, like were you like how did that work? Like you had to apply and stuff?
Yeah, I went through the application process. It was basically just like another whitelisting. And yeah, it just it all went the same. I put forward like what I thought about RP, what I wanted to gain out of the server, and like I'd looked at the other rounds, and I'll be honest, like I was apprehensive after being used to so many of the features from other servers that kind of hold your hand a lot more, like Zello, like all these different things, like
Mm,
being able to die outside of RP moments, and as long as no one's seen you die, you didn't actually die, kind of thing.
all right.
But I like this more because this was going to be more challenging than those servers, I think.
Yeah, it's more of a I guess a realistic. It does the rules do kind of set it up. It's like you got to treat this like you're
Like
grabbing your
you really
balls.
care about your character. Yeah.
Yeah. Like you're on the edge the whole time, like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Yeah. That's cool. So yeah, man, that's wild. I thought it was gonna suck, like honestly, when they first introduced it. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah, that must have been a change. Like, were you playing on the server before it had did they announce that they were going for this massive change, or was that just sort of like a flip overnight? We're doing this.
it was a few months of build up. Like SOS was really hot in September and October, and then it just kind of died off the face of the map. Like there was nobody on. Um,
Yeah,
I don't know exactly what happened.
I think that's naturally happens. I mean, like it's a sort of idea about bringing up. You know, you've got to push the map forward and you've got to evolve. It can't be the same thing over and over again, which I'm
Hmm.
sure they weren't doing. I mean, I can't say for the server up until that point that that's what they were doing, but for me, it's there's got to be a progression. There's got to be an evolution of the server. It can't just be the same thing over and over again, which I think you see in so many different parts.
Oh no, absolutely, I agree. It was like WTR with a better lore, like a dynamic lore,
Yeah, which is
and
what you want.
yeah. But then I think they flatlined, and then they were just kind of like they opened it up, no whitelists. It was kind of like a free for all. But there was a few months where people were like meeting up and talking, like, "Hey, wouldn't it be cool if we did this?" Like my idea that I had was, wouldn't it be cool? Because they were trying to like, "Hey, let's build a hardcore like survival permadeath server," and I was like, "We should just make it night." 24/7, no daytime.
Oh my god, I'd fucking hate that.
And like that got like one vote and like 30 no's. And I was like, yeah, fuck these guys. They don't know what they're doing. I'm the genius. And so I thought it was gonna suck, but then they opened it up and it's like, oh wow, like people are actually,
Getting into
yeah, like you can get in fights in this server and still develop relationships and bonding and not die. It's like, okay.
yeah.
Like you can call like people bitch and stuff and not get shot over it. It's like
Fair enough. That's gonna be my next character. He's gonna have severe Tourette's just because I'm bitch.
yeah,
Bless me.
man. I mean, that's just the way you talk, brother. Like you can't help it. But you know what I mean? Like it gave you that atmosphere of like, okay, I can actually kind of take this as a serious. It's just different. It's really different.
It is so different.
Yeah.
And for the best part, it is different, definitely.
Yeah. And people are for the most part, I mean, you see people like post a character thing and then you have no idea what you're getting into, you know what I mean? Like that.
No, no idea.
Yeah. But they'll make
Especially
it.
this, where there was so the lore that you could build upon your character that was already established was so not I would say vague, but it was left very open. It was almost like opening a door. It was letting you do what you kind of wanted with it,
Hmm.
which I enjoyed. I enjoyed just creating whatever I wanted. Like for this most recent character, I've written paragraph after paragraph of just like backstory, 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 just because it's so open. Because there was so much freedom to do that.
All right. Yeah, it must have been rough too coming in on round three because that's like the only round I think where they didn't because everybody else has been coming in as a group with like you had a shipwreck and then there was like a thing of supplies and you had a plane crash with supplies. I think
Is the
round
most recent one this train crash?
yeah, I think that's round four. I think.
Well, yeah, I sort of took that and ran with it. So,
Oh,
my
there you go.
character's piecing together why he's here and what he got here for, um, and without actually having a clear description. That was something that everyone questioned me on when I first joined and first kind of seen people. Was like, well, how did you get here? Because like we can kind of tell who you are by how you actually arrived, and it's like, well, I actually have no clue at all.
Oh, so you came up with like just off the fly, like I was on a train.
Pretty much. No, I've said that I think, well, yeah, pretty much. In my backstory, it's like up until the point that I actually arrived in Travis, I have no clue what happened. There's a big space that I'm sort of piecing together as I go along, being
Right.
like, oh, I remember this, or I remember that, or I remember this, or I remember that kind of thing.
Yeah, because there's not really. It's like, what do you? It's hard to come in and like be like, yeah, I know what happened for the last 5 months. I mean, you can't really.
Yeah. So
You gotta
I,
go
I've
in blind.
yeah, I've just been like, it's just like going with a new slate and just saying, I don't know anything. I'm learning as I go along, kind of thing.
Mm. I was thinking about them Conan servers, dude. I tried to join one, um, but like the whitelist app is you have to read, so you have to have a religion and a race,
Oh
and
my God. Was
yeah,
this
dude,
Conan?
yeah, and
Oh
everything's in
my God.
party chat too. So I mean, I never got to that point because I didn't get accepted, but your religion, you had to pick from six different religions, and each one was 20,000 words that you had to read through.
Yeah, Jesus.
And you had to like know that shit. It was like a college exam, man. It was like, and I was
No.
at the point. I was like, dude, are we role? Like, I just want to role play like a blacksmith. Like, do I have to
Yeah,
know?
come on.
Right.
My fucking street urchin just does not know anything at all. Like, come on.
Right,
Let
dude.
me in.
Yeah. So I feel like this server doesn't really have that. It's just kind of
Yeah,
like this is it. You're in. You're popping in. I mean, as long as you take shit seriously, I guess you're cool.
yeah.
Um,
And something I was apprehensive about as well was well, after a little while of getting used to it and then kind of putting questions forward to the team and stuff that are making it, and being like, well, is there any events? Is there any NPC events? Is there anything? It's like, no, it's pretty much completely player driven. And I was like, that's weird for me, but I'm open to see what it's like. And what
Yeah.
people are actually making in the server is really good. Like the actual stories that people are creating. Like bad guys are really bad guys, and the good guys are really good guys, and I'm enjoying that.
Yeah, it's cool not to have scheduled like, hey, this Sunday we're gonna have so and so escape from the prison, go escort him, all that dumb shit.
Yeah, it's like, come on,
Yeah, it really
just let it
does.
naturally
Yeah, it's like a
revolve.
exactly, dude. It's like a magic trick. It's like it's so fun watching a magic trick, but if you know how it's done, it's like
What's
I
the
don't.
point?
Yeah, exactly. It's like it just kind of defeats the purpose of it, kills it.
Mhm.
But yeah, dude. There is yeah, like that was my fear. I don't know. What did you think coming in? Did you think it was going to be like? Because my fear, why I thought it was gonna suck, is because when I came in, I was like, well, this is just kind of go how every other roleplay servers went, and we're just gonna kill each other within a month, and that'll be that. And but on I was surprised, man. Like people have been dying to zombies, dying to the environment, and it's been
Yeah,
like very impactful to where like people are actually like, maybe we shouldn't kill that dude because so and so just died falling off a bridge. Like
yeah.
that's like
The way the server's set up in that way makes you think about characters' lives way more than you would in other servers. I think that's definitely like a massive part of this, like we were saying earlier. Um, and yeah, when I got into it, like, oh yeah, I just thought if this is gonna be a hardcore server, I'm gonna run into some absolutely geared to the teeth player that's just gonna shoot me on sight. Like, I kind of just thought that might happen,
hmm
but I was pleasantly surprised that didn't happen. I remember the first time actually seeing someone. I'm sure it was the guy. I don't know his PSN, but he plays the character Moss. I remember running into him and seeing him with his like plate carrier and his gun. And I was like, oh, I'm so fucking dead.
oh right, yeah.
But then turned out to be cool guy, good character, all that kind of stuff. So
Oh yeah, no, they're cool. They're cool. That's the yeah, that's always my fear, man, when I see people doing military characters. It's like I don't know, there's so many other options, but if they're cool. So it is what it is. Like I like it.
hmm
I've enjoyed it. Um I think there's room. I think there's just too many more possibilities out there in my opinion.
yeah, I mean, for me, I'm seeing a bit of a it's generally, and I'm sure a lot of people who do, you know, this similar characters over and over again, which obviously I wouldn't ever say to anyone that's what you should do and that's what you shouldn't do. It's like if that's what you enjoy, just just do it. But you
Exactly.
might find it more enjoyable to take a different path and to do
Yeah.
something different. But for the character I'm playing now, it's a bit of a cliche that I enjoy, where I love playing the undercover, the spy, the espionage kind of thing. That's just something that
hmm
I love in media, and I love playing it out in games. Like watching James Bond when you're younger, watching all these different shows, and then it's like bringing that in and being that character is like such a cool thing to me. That's
Oh
why I
yeah.
like doing that kind of thing.
Coming in with that golden finger, baby. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, that is exciting. It does give you more opportunity too for like some action, like
Oh yeah.
suspense. Um, yeah, man, it's been a slow burn though. Did you find yourself having trouble like thinking like shit? Maybe I shouldn't like s- just come in here and demolish this entire town because it might kill me if I fall off of something or like
Oh, like
kind of takes away from like, okay, I'm not playing. Maybe I shouldn't. It's stupid to say, like, but like, I shouldn't play this as like a video game. More of like, what would I do?
like, are you saying like if I was to like, is it made me think differently about like like the way that I would usually play DayZ? Like, oh, I'm just gonna fucking clear this town and start looting it, or
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, no, yeah, definitely like the fear that like you know one zombie breaks out and you don't realize it, and then now you're surrounded, and then now you've been downed, and now you've got an hour left to live. It's like, okay,
Right.
I'm gonna have to take this way more seriously and actually care about what happens. And I can't just start going guns blazing and like every single town I go into. Like now that I'm playing it, and it's something that I'm now trying to like get away from. That I've got a place and I'm surrounded by people and it's safe. I now find it really, really apprehensive to actually leave the place because I'm
Yeah.
like, well, what's the point if I get killed? It's like I'm now trying to like get out there and start doing stuff and start looting, but then it's like everything's already here and
It's
oh,
like
there's warm food and stuff.
it's
It's
like you
like,
feel guilty.
would I actually leave this place? It's like probably not.
Uh,
Like,
yeah, dude, it's like you start feeling guilty once you find like some actual safety and some walls.
yeah,
It's like, oh
you're
man,
like, is that a risk I'm willing to take?
yeah, yeah, man. I was the same way. I was like struggling. Like, I really want a purple polka dot bandana, but like, do I want to? Like, is that a RP reason to go somewhere?
Just to find a bandana that you have like whatever percentage of chance finding in some random town.
Right?
Yeah,
Like,
man. I'm just
just
gonna go
get,
risk my life.
yeah. It's like, hey, got all this character development. Like, I could just die for this. So I need to like make something up. But,
Oh,
but yeah, it's been well, dude. And it's like the longer you go too, the worse it is. It's like
yes.
you get that
The more
feeling of like,
involved, the
why am
more
I
people you
leaving?
start meeting, you start getting stories connected to other stories. It's like fuck, it could all just end in one wrong move. Like,
Oh yeah, dude. And that's the bad
but
thing
like,
too. Going solo is like if you do get knocked out, it's like shit. Like nobody's around to see this.
no one even knows who I am. Like,
Right.
all this backstory I've written for however many hours I sat and written it is just gone.
Hmm.
Like God, man.
It's hard to link up with people though that are like playing the same time that you do, and like,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I've been really lucky because most people are playing at like GMT times. Like I'm only ever seeing people on after 5 p.m. in my time, and then no one's really on after about 11 o'clock. So
Hmm.
it's like it's kind of perfect for my time for like when I finish work, I can come on and just chill on DayZ for a bit. But it's like, yeah, definitely for what was surprising was seeing that a lot of Americans probably have it a bit hard on the server to actually link up with people. I mean, depending on what coast you live on, obviously, but
Right. Yeah, yeah. And there seems to be a hot spot where everybody's kind of on around the same time. I know the weekends are great for everybody. Like I said, everybody has lives and
oh
stuff,
yeah,
but it's definitely been different. I'd say that. It feels like it's needed too. Like you got like the PlayStation, the Xbox, and then you got like the Nintendo. I feel like it's kind of like the Nintendo.
yeah.
Like nobody, like they're not trying to copy nobody. They're just kind of doing their own thing.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've got to ask though, since like, I mean, it's up to you if you want to like go into it or whatever, but like obviously since I've not actually been able to meet your character and know him, but do you think you could give me like a little rundown on like his backstory and stuff?
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty basic, dude. He's just like a. I didn't think I was gonna live longer than a week, but
That's exactly how the first character went when I first thought the lore was like, ah, he's not gonna live very long. Let's give him like something
yeah.
basic.
Yeah, no, that's what you think, dude. Like, what was your first character when you? Yeah, I guess it's this. Well, it's it's this one, right? But what were you writing where you're like, I'm just gonna be fucking dead?
Well, do you want me? I wrote it. I like the way I wrote it. Because I was watching a lot of um like British like gangster films, and I thought this is written so much like a monologue at the start of a British gangster film. When I wrote the character, so I wrote out this little like sort of script for it. If you want to hear it,
Yeah, man. Shit, yeah.
yeah. Okay. I'm not gonna
Just
do it in any accent. I'm just gonna say like as it is. Um, what should I start with? My name. Do you want to know my name? Well, fuck off. I'll tell you later. I'll tell you about my life.
oh, that's
Cozy
hot.
council estate. Two older brothers, one stressed out mother. I tell you, the beatings I got being the youngest out of the litter was fucking brutal, mate. In and out of juvie by 12, promoted to big boy Stanford by 16. Now I'm playing in the big league, son, with the big boys. Mum's never been prouder seeing her boy in a jumpsuit and chains. Nearly brought a tear to the old cunt's eye. Right. Anyway, lock. Right. Anyway, locked up, banged down, and fucking screwed shut I was. That does something to a young man. Makes you grit your teeth at night, and you start banging your head in the walls to make the screws go off their nut. More beatings, start getting smart with it. Smash some poor sod's head in, you get a name for yourself, and the other twats in jail start coming to you, telling you about some nonsense being moved to the wing. Hand you a tool and you get to fucking work. Got so bad I was telling the screws to fuck off for their lunch because I was about to paint the fucking cell walls. That's what I was, a bang up merchant. You had a cellmate wasn't playing the game with you. I'd come in and fucking sort him out. Send him to the infirmary mangled. So mangled the pricks can't put him back together. In my home they call me John French. In the slammer they call me Mech. Because I'm the man they call to fix their problems.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't meet your character in game, bro.
I was actually a really nice guy though, that was the funny part. I know this doesn't make any fucking sense.
Fucking mother's called his mother a cunt. Just a
But that was,
degenerate though. But like you came in with
oh,
that,
absolutely.
yeah, and then it just kind of like fucking character development hit you.
That and I was getting sick of like ruining my voice. Like
Oh yeah.
going so like gravelly and deeply. I was like, no, fuck this. I'm going with something I know, something basic, something not too far away from what I normally speak like. So I went just straight for like a normal American accent, changed my basically came up with this like confession of like this isn't who I really am kind of thing.
Mm. Yeah, because you kind of come in like as pretty much a bad guy. Well, it's a gray area though, because like I guess it's subjective. Like everybody could be bad guys
Hmm.
or good guys.
Like that developed like that as John French as the character. That developed further where it was like I was having conversations with people, and I love improvising and I love making up the story as you go along. Like I love the template, and then you do what you want with it while you're actually playing. So it was like I had this template of being an arsehole, of being a prisoner, and whatever. But then I actually went into the character and started speaking to people, and there was like the character I can't remember the guy's name. I think it's like Levi or something like that, and he was
Yeah.
like a like a governmental figure for the Chinaris kind of thing. And I was speaking to him, and I was talking about like, oh, I've had dealings with folk like you before. Like, it was usually blackmail and stuff like that.
All right.
Just
Just
I liked
calling him
bringing up
out.
like, yeah, I liked being like talking about how he actually had a bit of a gangster career while he was in prison,
Mm.
and then like bringing up like, oh, I lived quite a lavish life before like everything went to shit, and like that development went further, and I enjoyed that. But then again, it was just my voice was killing me, and I had to change it.
Yeah, yeah, don't blame me, man. Sometimes it can get rough. Like, oh, what is it? Skins' his new character. Like, he's I don't know if you've
I've not
heard
met
him.
him.
Yeah,
I'm
me
so
neither.
sad.
I've seen the stream, but it's wild, dude. It's uh sounds like a cat's dying the whole time. It's
Oh my god.
you can tell it's kicking his ass too. It's like, man, you really got yourself in a corner.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like
Jesus, I need to watch
you
that
fucked
stream because
up.
I've not seen that. Oh my god.
It's unsettling though, but I know what you're saying. Like you can get stuck in them accents where you're like, my man, like what am I doing?
Yeah,
This is gonna
it's
ruin me. Give me 2 minutes, man.
and then yeah, of course.
Shit, sorry about that, dude.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out, man. Just appreciate that.
It's all good.
No, we got a yeah, and thank you for hopping on so fast, dude. Appreciate that, man. We had a I was feeling really my social butterfly wings were just like spreading, and I was like,
Hell yeah.
let's do it, man.
Yeah, of
Let's
course.
get somebody. And then he popped up, man. And I was like, oh man, I've seen that dude. His name a few times. This is gonna be cool.
I know. I'd watched your streams back in like I'd seen when you. I think that was one of the first things I watched was like when I joined WTR and was like looking for the chat and I'd seen that you'd done videos with like our peers before, like um, Bear for Real and stuff like that, and like I was like they were people that when I first started playing, I almost like looked up to them because I was like they're at such a different level of this like sort of game. And just like the RP kind of scene, I was like, these guys are creating stories that like I want to create, kind of thing. So that was like a massive thing that kind of came up.
That's cool, man. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there too.
Yeah,
It feels like you got a lot of sometimes it feels like when you know what you're doing, you don't. Once you run into somebody, like I felt like I was like, man, I think I know what I'm doing. Like I think I'm a good role player. Then I got in here and it was like, holy shit, I have no idea.
oh yeah. I mean, that's the thing is, you're taking parts of different people and bringing it together, and it's that kind of learning process and that fun like development. of like story that you can create. Um, like a massive thing that came out of me playing these servers was making videos. Like that's something I've never thought about on games,
Oh
and
shit! So you
actually
got
creating like a
some
cinematic
content
thing
out
about
there.
it. Yeah, I did a video for the sort of backstory of this newer character, which was just chopped together with other videos that I'd created before and just sort of made a little story out of it. Um, it was pretty basic, but I still really enjoyed that kind of stuff.
Oh damn, dude! You should be posting that in the roleplay videos.
I think I did. I don't know if I did.
Okay. Yeah, because there's a lot of hungry people out there eating that stuff up.
Yeah. Trying to remember if I put it
I love that
on.
shit. Especially streaming, dude. Like streaming on this server adds a whole nother layer.
Yeah, that was. I mean, I had actually asked. I remember messaging you ages ago, asking about how to set it up.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
did it a
right.
little bit on SOS when that was a thing, but obviously I had that kind of big break, and I've not really done it since. A big thing for me though, uh, like when I was doing it, was like there must be like, depending on what kind of character you're playing and what kind of story you're creating. Do you never really get like kind of worried about like meta and stuff like that, like people using your videos to get like ahead of you
Yeah,
in a way?
it happened to me a few weeks ago, and I hadn't even thought about it with this community
Mm.
up until then. And then it happened, and it was like big time, dude. It was like huge, like shit that was like building for months got completely ruined.
Just because of that
Um,
one interaction.
yeah, somebody just stream sniped me, and then like randomly in the middle of, and they were streaming it too, so you could hear my stream on their stream. So it
Oh,
was pretty
fuck's sake.
blatant. Yeah. But yeah, they just randomly take off in the middle of a conversation and just run across the map and find us.
Ugh,
And it's
for
like
goodness sake.
it shook me a little bit. Like, man, like this is like it's so fun to stream this stuff because another aspect is that you get those possible interactions where you get the NPC zombies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they can stream snipe you and just like stalk you, which are is really cool. Um,
I think yeah, I'd be okay with something like that as long as they're not just straight up coming up to me to like actually just straight up kill me. It's like I'd be
right.
okay with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But it has happened, and it kind of fucked with me a little bit. Like, oh, I didn't think this community would do that, but I don't know. I just kind of
Yeah.
got over it. Like, you just keep streaming, and I'm having fun. Who cares? It's just a game. Like, see what happens,
Hmm.
and hopefully staff will like not
Be
let
able
it.
to sort it out, kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
No, I'd love to start streaming again. I think the avenue that my character's kind of going down right now, I really want to stream a lot of that because I just think it would be like an interest. It'd be interesting to look back on it
yeah,
just
that
to see
too.
like what happens with it.
Yeah, it's like a record in our
Yeah.
history. You know, that's what I'm curious on. It's like, how long can we go? Like, how long could you like still be playing the same character in a year? You think?
Oh, I'd hope so.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be
Like that.
completely different probably now. Just all that
Yeah.
development you would get.
Exactly. Yeah. That's the name of the game. Is the development. It's like because I've been playing on servers with people that have been on that long, and the stories that you can create from that one character is just so insane. It's like my
Yeah.
goal now is survive. Like that's just get as much story as I can and survive.
Hmm.
But I still want to take risks. I still want to do big things. That's kind of the big thing right now.
Yeah. I think it naturally can happen too. Like just because of the rules set, like you can just roll into a town and like a little group of zombies just makes it like a whole action movie. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It could definitely be I don't know, man. The way I approached it is to like just slow burn it, and it's really paid off. I think it's for me at least. It's
Hmm.
like,
Taking your time.
yeah, dude, like binoculars out on a town for half an hour before you go in there, and like you're thinking in
Was
your
it a bit
head, like,
noisy?
yeah, like if I die, this is it. I'm done. but it pays off. Same with characters and like relationships and shit. Like it seems like it's better just to slowly get to know somebody instead of the usual like, hey, my name's so and so. Here's where I came from. Here's my here's my identification card. You know what I mean? Like here.
I've got to
Uh,
ask, right? Because how long have you been playing DayZ for?
um, I think COVID when COVID started. My
Okay, we started.
the teddy bear you were mentioning earlier talked me into it.
Oh, nice. Um, so like I've got like I need to ask this because I still feel it, and it still freaks me out that I still feel it over a game. But do you ever get that like you're getting into like a big like situation, big PvP situation, or something's going on? You actually your heart is like pumping, like it's going because you're like fuck, I could lose this character in like 2 seconds, just
All
with one
right.
wrong move.
Yeah, there was an interaction I had like 2 months ago with this dude named Lee
Hmm.
character, which had been kind of like built up over a few weeks. Like it was kind of like gossiping on Jerry, and we were like called him out, and then like we got up and had a fist fight, and it was like I got knocked out,
Oh damn.
and I was thinking any other server, they'd probably just beat me to death.
Would just kill you, yeah.
Yeah, but this
Oh
one,
god.
like, it wasn't like a scheduled fight. It just happened out of nowhere. Started punching each other.
Oh my god.
And yeah, he knocked me out, and I was like, well, fuck, I'm probably dead. Like, because I've talked so much shit to this guy.
Oh no.
We got up, and I was like, yeah, hey, we scrapped. Everything's cool. Blah, blah, blah. But it wasn't
My
cool, of
god.
course, for my character. But I mean, I was like, yeah, everything's cool. But yeah,
I'm
man, it
still
was,
alive.
yeah, that got my blood pumping, for sure.
Oh yeah.
But it was also hopeful to see like, okay, people get it. Like we don't have to kill each other.
Yeah. It's not always the first option shouldn't be to kill me, it should be to actually create a story out of it.
Right. Yeah. And yeah, and that's what it did too. Like provided a lot of cool role play, a lot of tense moments. And that castle, like I don't know, man. It place got to the point where like you could feel like the tension
Oh yeah.
behind. Yeah, it was like, man, I hate being here. Like this place is just like like it was like you could feel it coming out of the TV, man. It was like, dude, this place
I
is
I
fucking terrible.
you know what? I I don't know how much I like. No, it's probably completely fine. I mean, just talking about it, but like, I remember, um, being kind of part of the group that's obviously left to the castle, and we did this I loved it. I thought it was so fun. This idea that we were kind of going on a bit of a goose chase to try and find you. That was really interesting. That was really fun to have this objective, like find Jerry and Julie. That was really really fun, and we sort of gave up on it because we like figured like stuff out, and we moved on from it.
Right.
Um, but I just remember that being like so cool. Is this like actually having an objective behind it is so interesting.
Yeah, and yeah, like what do you even like? That's another thing. Like, what do you even do? Like, what happens when
I know. What do we do
you
if we actually run into you? Like if we just randomly walked into you or came
some
to where you stayed or whatever. It's like what do we actually do?
right? It's like so
Like
many things can go wrong. Like a
exactly,
twig could snap and like somebody gets their head blown off.
exactly. But I'm happy I'm not playing that kind of character. Like I'm not playing someone that's gonna just try to kill people for the point of killing people. Like there was a lot that went into writing a military character that's actually a good person. That was a big thing. Like I'm not just gonna shoot people on sight, or I'm not just gonna shoot people because they wrong me. Like gotta do something. There's actually got to be a bit of story behind it.
Right. You should have, yeah, if you're going to kill somebody, I feel like you should have some, I feel like there should be some history. Like, there should be several. I mean, it's hard
There's nothing
to
cooler than a rivalry. There's
get
nothing cooler than a rivalry.
exactly, dude.
That's
That
like
tension you feel when you
infects
log
people
in,
up.
and you're like, I wonder if that motherfucker's on too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's all role play, but you do get that feeling like, oh man, I wonder if this motherfucker's on.
Yeah, where's this motherfucker
Yeah.
at?
Fucking embarrass me. Fucking embarrass me in front of all these people. Like, I can't.
Well, obviously revealing some like big things. I'm getting to kind of do that like as a character and doing as like a player. Like what I love to do is we're moving forward to a little bit of hush hush, a little bit of espionage stuff going on.
Right.
Gonna be fun being a spy.
Oh yeah, man. Like, it's some 007 can slip in
Not on you
there.
guys though. Not on you guys though.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't care. No, I get it though. Yeah, just getting in that feeling like you doing some dangerous shit.
Yeah, I love it. I've always I've done it on other servers, and it's not always been for like bad things. You know what I mean? It's not always about like trying to find an enemy or get inside of an enemy. It's like just
Oh
trying to
yeah.
understand more about people and like having like someone on the inside can do like so well on that.
Yeah, it could just be a simple task. Like they had this
Mm.
thing, um, where Julie wanted to play a tape, audio tape she found.
Hmm.
Couldn't play it in the car. Has to go to the radio event to play it. So that's a
Oh yeah,
trip right there. It's like, well, we can be killed just to play this audio tape.
yeah,
But yeah, it's little things like that. Like, my God, this has become like a life or death. And then something falls in there too, like another player, and it's like, holy shit, this turned into a whole nother layer. We're just trying to
yeah.
play an audio tape. you know,
And with you and Julie, like, do you have do you have something in mind in like where you want that story to go, or are you just playing your cards as they're dealt, kind of thing?
yeah, just playing the cards. I never got an idea, dude. Like, I never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I usually play for about 10 minutes, see where everything's going, and then I'll stream and title the stream after the vibe I'm getting.
Oh yeah.
But for the most part, it's like, yeah, anything. Sometimes I can go weeks and like nothing happens, but you get that slow burn, like character building, relationship bonding with other people.
Mm-hmm.
But then
Because any
sometimes,
interaction you have someone's a good interaction at the
oh
end of
yeah,
the day.
dude, yeah, like you can build. You can just sometimes you sit around and it can feel so fucking boring, but you're just like building these deep bonds with people that you don't even realize at the
Mm-hmm.
moment. But then sometimes it's like too much, dude. It's like you can't get away. It's like bang, bang, bang. And then it's like the next day, same thing. It's like, dude, it can become like your adrenaline starts like kicking in while you're playing the game. And it's
Yeah.
just role play. But it's like, Jesus Christ. Like, I need to, like, come down off this shit.
Oh man.
It can get crazy, man. Like, you're getting shot at or something, and you're like, I've had this character for 3 months. Just.
I'm about to lose this character.
Right,
No, I've
dude.
had that. I've had it. I'd loved. I had. I've always. I think everyone's got like a favorite character that they've had in like the past. And for me, I was playing finally because I'd never done it before that point. This is up in like the first couple of months of playing. I played a leader, and I finally got a group together
Mm,
and was doing that whole like sort of micromanaging a group and stuff like that, and I absolutely loved it. And I built up this story and people, and I got like a pretty big name like around the server, and well, not around the server but like around like the character had a name around the world kind of thing.
right.
And then it all ended because I was starving and dehydrated, and I got shot once, and that was it.
Oh, damn.
Story done, group's done, everything. It's like, oh my god,
Yeah.
there's never been more heart wrenching than just that one moment.
What was that like, man? Because I know when you get that role, that when you play that type of, when you end up there as like a leader, you got like all these people coming up to you in role play asking you
It's
several times
hard.
a day.
It's hard if you're not on 24/7
Right.
because there's always something going on,
Oh
and
yeah,
there
like if
can
you
be
miss
there
two
like
days, you end up.
yeah. I'm the same with the server. I miss like a couple days at a time, and it's like you miss so much, and then you're sad because that's story and that's cool and that's all these different things. But it's just that's just the way it is. But
Yeah.
being the leader of a group is like it gets to you after a while because you're starting to actually really, really think about it. Like it's not just like it's not just like fun. I'm coming on for a couple hours. It's like, oh no, I've actually got like stuff to do while I'm here. Like there's some important stuff I need to do while I'm on, and that's always pretty daunting when you get on it.
Yeah, like you said, there's a little bit of micromanagement aspect to it. And if you miss like 2 days, man, and then like you're getting caught up on stuff.
Two people are dead. It's like, what the
Yeah.
fuck is going on?
And then while you're getting caught up on stuff, something else happens. So it gets pushed behind. So you
Mhm.
just never figure out what the fuck happened.
No,
So it just
I think
piles up.
that'll be the last time for a good time that I would do. I would do leader. I just don't. I think you need someone who's gonna be on a lot of the time to really be a leader.
Yeah, you gotta have somebody that's like doesn't have any bills or is like a teenager
Doesn't have
or
a job, doesn't have a
something.
life, just
Yeah.
like comes on 24/7, like because
Yeah.
they'll do it much better than you ever can, just because they can be there more often, you know.
Oh right, yeah. So I can't stand like them first person shooters, the online games, dude. I just get murdered every
Mm.
time by these 12-year-olds that are just like pissing on you and bullying the fuck out of you. And just
Just because they don't have a life and they can do what they want, and
right.
God damn it, yep, I feel that. It's
Makes you
like
just
getting on
want
Rainbow.
to
My
like
God, I just
go
hate it.
outside and kick a kid or something. It's like Jesus.
No, it's like it is like going on Rainbow and you're just looking at these kids with like their fucking Grandmaster charms, whatever it is, and you're just like, God's sake, like
Yeah.
get laid. Not him,
Do your homework, man.
yeah, come
Shit.
on, yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens though, man. I've lost a lot of friends to that I didn't even realize were like 18, 19, just role playing on
Mm.
WTR and stuff. You've run into a lot of people. But
Oh yeah.
lost a lot of friends, dude. Got a girlfriend and then you just never saw them again. It was like
Oh God, yeah.
their first girlfriend, their
Proper
first love.
relationship.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they just disappear, bro.
Off the
Like,
face of the earth, man.
oh yeah, pussy is just all it becomes about. It's like, which understandable when you're that age. It's like, yeah, it becomes your new life.
Oh yeah.
It's like, dude, yeah, I thought we were role playing tonight.
Nope. I'm getting pussy.
All right.
Like
Yeah, he's like, nah, yeah. I discovered a new hobby.
God's sake.
Yeah, it gets vicious, man. It's fun though. It's fun. Yeah, man, it'd be interesting to come back to you in like 4 months just to see what's happened.
My guy's lost an eye. He's killed everyone he loves. Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, just emotional damage.
Completely. You'll find me wandering the woods eating mushrooms naked, like,
Just blown out of his mind, dude. Just can't fucking take it no more.
can't take this shit, man. I'm gonna be like Skin's character, just fucking drawing up creepy pictures and shit.
Yeah, dude, howling like a cat and just out of it. Yeah, I first heard his voice in game. I'm like, yeah, that guy has been through some shit, man. Like,
Too far gone.
yeah, like, would you shoot him or say? I mean, that was the first time I'm like, I might
Is it
actually kill
Mercy?
this guy. Yeah, like I might PvP motherfucker. It's hard to talk to him. I haven't met him in game, but I've watched a few streams, and it's just like,
I'll need to see these streams, man, because I've not
yeah,
heard him.
it's
He's apparently he was there, he was right there, and it was just like the one, again those 2 days that you miss, and so much shit happens. It's so annoying.
yeah, he got locked up in the castle.
God
No,
damn it.
it's nonstop automated action from his vocal cords. Is all you hear the whole time. There's no
Oh
pause.
my
There's no break.
god.
It's automatic. It's just out there,
My
dude.
goodness.
And he's just saying like
Jesus.
hello. It's just like this 2 minute fucking animal voice of hello.
Fucking hell.
It's like if you met somebody like that in real life and you had a gun on you, I don't know.
Uh,
You might like because we all kind of like live on like this invisible tape of rules. You know what I mean? Where we're
oh
not just
yeah.
gonna blast somebody. But there, when you like meet his character, you're probably gonna be like, man, I might shoot this guy. Like
I
it's
might just do it. I might just do
yeah.
it. Don't fucking tempt me. Like, oh man.
But yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting to see where we go because we got round four coming up.
I know. Is that because I read the stuff about the train? Is that for round four?
I think so. I think
Because
yeah.
I felt like I'd seen a bunch of new players like not long ago after that it came out. So I don't know if that just like kind of brought people back or whatever. But I'd thought like round four had sort of just passed us by, and that was it. But
No, I think it's like a week, 2 weeks from now,
nice.
and it's supposed to be a group thing. Which I'm glad
Yeah.
they're getting back to, and hopefully, my hope is that like they like actually spend some time to bond with each other, and instead
Yeah,
of
they'll just
like
run out on each other.
yeah, like
Fuck
immediately
you, I'm going to
just
Tizzy. I'm getting a gun.
right, or a lot of people just start showing up on the castle.
Oh yeah.
It's like spend a little time to get to know the people you're grouped up with, and maybe you can form like this whole other community out there that's like a different branch, like a whole different storyline of friendships and bonds and enemies.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that'd be hot.
I would like to see that. I would love to see another group of people setting up and not because it feels like it is just the castle, but it's not
It
bad. It's not a
is
great thing, but it's not a bad thing.
right. It's not. Yeah, I'm with you. It's not bad, but at the same time, it's like, well, everybody knows where to go.
But yeah, it's the one-stop shop. You get
Yeah,
yourself set up, a
right.
gun, some food, and like
Yeah, and yeah, man, I applaud the people that like can stay away or take their time to get in or get it there, but um, yeah, it's gonna be cool. I think the only way
definitely
you
so.
could pull off another group would be put them in a bunker with like no radios, no way to get out.
Oh God, yeah. That's how I started SOS was in that fucking bunker, man.
All right.
I was like, Jesus, get me out of here.
Yeah,
Like,
you didn't like it.
I did, no, I did like it. It was just a big thing of like, I've got nothing. Someone's gonna run in here with a gun and we're all gone. Like,
Right. Yeah. It's like a claustrophobia kind of.
oh yeah,
Yeah, but I think that's the only way. Is like you gotta force people just to like not meet. Because when we had round two, we had the plane people, and they met us
hmm
like an hour after the round launched. They met us all at the
oh
school.
wow,
Yeah. So it was like, dude, like it turned out, it played out okay, but at the same time, it was like, come on, guys, like,
yeah. You go be with your own people. We're not your people. Go away. Like,
it's just like take some time to get to know the guy you plane crash with before you come. But yeah, I mean, um, hopefully,
so has your guy been there since the first round?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know how he's been there.
What was the first round? The first round was the boat, wasn't it? And you set up on
Yeah,
that island. Yeah.
shipwreck. Which is what why I'm pushing it is because I think people are missing out on
Good
bonding.
RP.
Yeah, because we had no choice. It was like, well, there's not another group out there, so we're just gonna have to bond
Just
with each
us.
other. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think
And
people
opposites and all that kind of thing is gonna say it creates a cool dynamic, I think.
exactly like you started off like your characters didn't like each other, and then they ended up being like best friends,
Yeah.
or vice versa. So you end up with some dynamics. that can still play out. I guess it's been like 4 months.
Wow.
Feels like a fucking year in Daisy time,
I
dude.
know.
It's wild.
I think I'm only just breaking a month on the new round, so
Oh, that's cool. You see, you took your time, dude. You took your time to get in that
yeah.
castle.
Well, I was in the castle by like, nah, to be fair, it probably took me like a week to actually make it over. But I had no, I wasn't watching streams, I wasn't doing anything like that. Was just I walked in a direction, that's where I ended up, kind of thing.
Right. Yeah, I mean that's the way to do it. Just kind of figure it out yourself before you. I don't know. I don't know if it was the right way, or wrong way, but it seems like because it seemed like there was like an immigration, like massive. Um, it seemed like every time you went, like, I'm not even talking about this from an out character perspective, but role player perspective, it was like every time Jerry woke up, there was like three new people in the castle.
Yeah. Just one of those days you woke up and there was a fucking British gangster, like scumbag, just walked in. Everyone let him in. Like,
Right. It was a weird feeling in roleplay because it's like, wow, we went from being this distrustful to, yeah, it was cool though. I mean, it worked.
yeah,
But yeah, man, thank you so much. Are you thinking about like, because I know you did DM earlier. Did you ever get that set up, your streaming thing?
yeah, no, yeah. I'm definitely gonna like when like as things are sort of moving forward with the character, I'm planning on doing a bit of streaming, kind of seeing
That's
where it
dope.
goes. Trying to get good days. Probably try and do it on weekends most of the time.
That's cool.
Whenever I get them free, kind of thing.
Yeah, man, because
Uh,
there's a lot of hungry people in SOS. They're just like, they just eat it up.
yeah,
They
and
just
I'm
look,
excited just to have a record of like cool
yeah.
interactions and stuff from the past.
A lot of peeping toms, bro. Just want to watch.
Yeah, I'm one of them. I'm one of them. Though, what the peeping toms on your streams? Wants to know what Jerry and Julie's up to. Like,
I want to watch. I want to watch them eat. What are they eating? I'm gonna watch.
what's he wearing now? Like,
Right? Yeah. Like, put it on. Put it on. Pick it up. It's fun. It's fun.
my God.
Yeah, they'll sit you up too, man. Where like whenever you stream, it just pops up automatically. You don't even have to like post a link or nothing.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. I hope. Yeah, man. I hope you just start doing that. It'd be cool too, because if there's any more NPC zombies, they can just stalk you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they can't use
My
weapons, but
fucking hell. I'll still be freaked the hell out.
oh yeah, dude.
People coming up behind me, I'm like, no, fuck off. Like,
Yeah, man. Rogue Goddess got me a couple months ago.
oh yeah.
Like made me shit my pants in real life. I was just coming up and yeah, man. Some people can make some like animalistic screams and noises. It's wild.
Start making the noises back at them.
Right? Yeah, yeah. I mean, you panic enough, you might. It's like,
Really freaked them out. They're like, what the fuck am I dealing with here?
right. Two can play that game, bitch. Yeah. But yeah, dude, thank you so much for coming on, and
Yeah, of course. Thank
get
you.
you back on here in like 3 months, man, just so we can see what happened. Like, well, where you
What
been?
happens if my character died or not? Pretty much.
Could be, dude. You could die tomorrow or tonight if you get on. Like, but then it could be
I
like
probably am gonna get on for a little bit if anyone's on.
there
We'll
you
see.
go. Could be a year from now too. That's what I love about it. It's like it could be,
Exactly.
yeah.
It could be crazy. I could be as I said, a hermit walking around the forest eating mushrooms naked. I think that's the dream. I think that's the
Right.
goal.
just, just, just
Everyone's dead,
drained.
and I'm the only one left.
Yeah.
I'm surrounded by stalkers. They just don't want to touch me though, because I'm fucking weird. Like,
Right. Just emotionally beat, damaged. What's up, Levope? How you doing, bud?
oh
But
man.
yeah, dude, but get out of here, man. Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
And
of course. Thank you very much.
yeah, thank you, bro.
We'll be back
And
on it, mate.
See you again, dude. We're probably gonna do nums up here in a minute.
Alright, so right, I'll let you
Yeah,
get on the nums.
we're gonna do a little
He says he's
double.
been waiting, his booze is running dry.
Oh yeah, bottle, bottle of Joe, big dollar, big papa, bottle of
Fair
Jameson.
enough.
Still online on the server, says the Buppe. Okay.
Right,
Just
so right, I'll get off now. I'll let you get
spawning some
nums on.
wolves. All right, dude. Yeah, man. Let's do it again in a few months, bro.
Nice one. Right, I'll see you later.
All right, buddy. Okay, that we got Dane. We had just Dane on there. That was fun. That was very fun. I always have fun doing these, but that was really fun. Um, I'm gonna have nums in a bit. Let me just go refresh here, and we'll be right back.